Hey everyone, the Hobbyist Vlogs here again. So I received this question from one of my videos from Prince Ricky Banan. And this question is this. I will just translate this to English because some of my viewers are from Thailand. So his question is, Sir, is it normal to have my Nissan Navara 2018 model that there's a cold start knock? Okay? And after 2 to 3 minutes, it starts to disappear and normal idle after the normal idle, because you will notice in cold start you have a little bit of higher RPM and then it starts to go down as your engine heats up. So first, just to give you a sneak peek of what the problem is, it is a recall, or at least that's what I think. I could be wrong. So some mechanics might tell you that you have to rebuild your engine, you have piston knock already, your piston rings are burnt out. Let me tell you this, that is not the problem. Okay? What is the not fuel knock, sorry, piston knock. What is the piston knock anyway? So our pistons are very, like, if you think about it, logically, you think that the piston is perfectly fit to your cylinder or engine block cylinder. It is not. It's a bit smaller, but the measurement is in millimeters. So there's a very small allowance. And the reason why there's this allowance, when the engine heats up, the metal expands, right? So your piston will expand and the piston will have a very small, like 1 mm, point 0.1 maybe, um, a small allowance, and it will like fit perfectly on your cylinder wall, and that is the time that the piston rings will fit as well on the cylinder wall. So that's why there's an allowance between um, the piston rings, right, when you install them, and also that's the reason why there's an allowance between the piston and the cylinder wall. So is it a piston knock? No, that is not the problem. It's very unlikely. And yeah, just don't do it. It will just cost you more if you disassemble or reassemble your car. So what is the problem? The problem is, this is the answer. It is the injector. Okay, straight up, it is your injectors. And I think it is a recall that Nissan didn't address during those times. So how am I credible to answer this kind of issue or like question? For me, yes, because I owned a 2019 4x2 EL Nissan Navara. And just to give you a quick overview, I bought it from Nissan Shaw. And when I purchased it, there's no knock during cold start. It's perfectly fine. After 3 or 4 months, that cold start knock starts to show up. So I think those injectors are pretty weak, because it is not broken, so it is no longer on its calibrated state. um, so what I did is I purchased 25,000 worth of injectors. Of course, it's China, it is not original, it is replacement. So the thing is, if you purchased a replacement injectors, there's no calibration code at the top of each injector, the solenoid socket. Now, you'll need to encode that when you purchased OEM like injectors, right? So if you put it in cylinder 1, 2, 3 on your scanner, you have to put the injector codes. Those are the calibration codes, so that the ECU knows how to designate um, fuels, or to calibrate the injector fuels. Okay, how they spit fuels on your cylinder, what is the volume, and maybe, and so on and so forth. There's lots of technicalities on that. So when why I bought 25,000 pesos worth for 4 injectors, that is 25,000 pesos only. That is already cheap. So let me tell you why I think that is cheap later. So I have it fixed on my friend's auto shop. So we disassembled it together. Of course, you have to replace the injector washer as well to avoid like leaking, compression leak from the injector washers. So yeah, after replacing it with the cheap injectors, we observe it for the past few days. Every morning, there's no knock, and it's really refined. I mean, So that resolves the issue. But this is not an OEM injectors. And as I always say, even on my different blogs, I always recommend buying OEM parts. Unless you are doing like some kind of case study just like me. Because there's always this kind of small difference and it is noticeable whatever happens if you bought a replacement part. Just like when I replaced my clutch kit with the replacement, there's a little vibration or sound that I don't really like under chassis. But anyway, it is not about that. So when I hit 2000 RPM using the replacement injectors, I can hear that there's a ticking sound that I can live with, but it's not me. I'm really strict when it comes to that. So I want my cars, all of my cars, to run smoothly and to keep it the way how I purchased it or the state of it after I purchased it in casa or at the dealer at least. So clearly, after my case study, I was able to identify that the injectors are the issue. So what I did next is I purchased the original injectors, the OEM. I ordered it from Casa. It cost me 39,800 pesos. So let's say 40,000 pesos each because due to inflation, and that is actually 3 years ago. So maybe the inflation affected the price as well. So maybe you will spend 40,000 pesos. Small difference. No, 40,000 pesos or 39,000, approximately 40,000 pesos each injector if you bought the OEM. So that will cost you approximately 160,000 pesos if you replaced all of your injectors. So you have two options to fix the problem. Okay? First is you have your original injectors disassembled if you don't have budget for 160,000 because sometimes it doesn't make sense due to the age of the car to buy brand new injectors. You can go to Edmel. Edmil, at least I don't know, I saw them. I think they are the perfect fit for calibrating things, even balancing the crankshaft. So you can send it to them or maybe visit their shop, have your injectors inspected and have it calibrated and try to reinstall it again to your Nissan Navara. So that's one option. I think it's a lot cheaper compared on buying new injectors. But if you have a budget and you think you will not let go of your car anytime sooner, um, then you can spend 160,000 pesos to your injectors. And this is a slow moving part. When I say slow moving part, if you order it in casa, it will take 3 months or even less. But there are sellers there like Mismat on Facebook. Maybe I'll plug their page here. I always buy OEM parts from them, like oil filters, and they are really, really reliable when it comes to this kind of products. But anyways, that resolves the issue of my 2019 Nissan Navara. After that, I know it's not logical for me to spend 160,000, but I did anyways before selling it because I don't want my conscience nudging me that I sold the car with this kind of issues because I really took care of my cars really strictly. Um, when they drove, when I sold the car, like 2019, my 2019 Navara, they feel like it's a brand new car. So that's how I take care of the car, of my cars at least. So yeah, I hope that I answered your questions, Prince Ricky Banan. And yeah, I don't know why Nissan didn't address this kind of issue. Maybe we didn't complain about it that much, and us thinking this is a really evasive issue. It is really difficult to troubleshoot without spending money. So maybe that is why. So, yeah, but I still bought the 2024 Nissan Navara Pro 4X and I didn't have this kind of issue. Maybe they are able to identify the problem and fix it in the long run or in the future releases. So, yeah, if you have any questions, if you want to discuss anything related to any cars or Nissan Navara issues, I can't really like tackle any issues when it comes to other car brands. I own Nissan Navara and my headache, Geely M Grand, and I have this like experience with Toyota Vios and Avanza. So if you have any questions, I wanted to discuss something, just wanted to talk about things regarding Nissan Navara and somewhat what is related in this video, please leave your comments on the comment section. And if you have um, any questions, yeah, just do it. Anyway, I'm out of words. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.